Jesus, cunt, snacking Christ. I'm an atheist, I can say that. But Jesus, titty fucking Christ, has it been hot. So I've dressed a little down here for you. But I did kind of like this backdrop from last time, so I figured we'd do it again just to see how things have, just to see what it looks like. And the sun's setting. It's evening now. We're getting to that point, so it's cooling off, the wind is blowing, so it should make for a pretty nice atmosphere. Anyway, this is another video to Kazoom. And, you know, after my last one, he gave me a shout out. That was cool. You know, I kind of said to myself, well, that was actually pretty cool of him. I wasn't expecting that. You know, it was strange to be met with encouragement from somebody that I did a video to, because my videos are never favorable to anyone. And for the subject of one of my videos to come back and say, hey, go check this guy out, you know, that was unexpected. And I was like, well, I guess I can't be mean to him anymore. And it's, so I'm not gonna be mean. So here we go again. This is a video to him being a necrophile, or a neophile. That's what he calls it, neophile. And it takes about 5.5 minutes for him to get to the point, so we're going to shorten that up, get to the good bit. Here you go.
Has nothing to do with anything that could even potentially be spiritual in any way, and just know. You know, that same kind of mindset, the kind of mindset that no matter what happens in front of you, unless there's this provable thing, that whatever you just saw has absolutely no meaning whatsoever. Now, someone simply being an atheist, not believing in a God that's, and generally when they say that, it's not believing in an Abrahamic God, that doesn't stop you from having a sense of wonder on things. But there are so many atheists out there who have just sort of expanded what atheism means to have this certain brand of skepticism. So nothing ever has meaning unless it's been defined by these special high-up groups. Nothing has any meaning unless it's in an encyclopedia, unless it's in a dictionary, unless you can look it up online and find 500 sources and with that are peer reviewed and whatever, and and nothing has any meaning.
Interesting answer. Very, very interesting answer. All right. Survey says, in order for a coincidence to be something other than a coincidence, you first have to demonstrate that the universe gives a shit. And the universe doesn't give a shit. Because, you could die, like, right now, in the middle of this video. You could die watching this video. And sure, you might have a couple loved ones who'd be sad that you died, whatever. But the universe is just going to keep on ticking, as if nothing ever happened. The universe is completely fucking apathetic. The universe is a dickhead. This bit is it's anecdotal, but it's relevant. All right, so about a week ago, I got stuck in an elevator, and what had happened was, I'm on the first floor and I pressed the button to go up, and the elevator opened up right away. I was like, oh, super cool. I don't have to wait, and I go in. I press the button for 2. The door closes, and the whole thing like shakes, and then it starts to move. And then it shakes again, and then the little arrow on the display that said I was going up, like, went away, and I'm just standing there like, that just happened. And you might not believe me. You might not believe this whole story is fucking bullshit. I mean, I faked my best friend's death, and you all bought that. And here I am. I could possibly be lying about something less, less important. This is something about, getting caught in an elevator, But whatever, I didn't believe it either. So, here I am, stuck in this elevator, and obviously I got out. The whole ordeal took about 30 minutes, and I'm glad I was by myself, because God, if I was in there with somebody else, and, they were panicking, that would have been a whole other story. But, I was in there by myself. And I got out. It took about half an hour for them to come and get me out of the damn elevator. But whatever. But, one thought that raced through my mind was that, maybe I'm being punished for taking the elevator just up to the second floor. And then I remembered I'm an atheist and that elevators don't work that way. It would have broken down if I was going up to the fifth floor, or, whatever floor. I only got 6 inches off the ground, so, maybe a foot. I don't know. I didn't get the tape measure. I got out and just took the stairs. So, it didn't matter what floor I was going to. The elevator was going to break down no matter what. Next bit.
If we all threw out our curiosities and our sense of wonder about things, we wouldn't have half the technology that we'd have right now. We wouldn't have shit. It takes the people that have this sense of wonder and a sense of what if this, what if that, what if this scenario over here, what if we could do this? Hey, I've got an idea. So it does bother me greatly when there are people that will suggest that we should basically throw that part of our mind out. I think it's fucking bullshit. And the people that I know that preach that kind of mindset the most can't create shit.
Good answer. Survey says. I'm going to make it a point from now on, because this is twice that I've done this. When you make a video that's fundamentally flawed, I'm going to use Star Trek in my response. This is the second time I've done this. I'm going to do it, every time from now on. I'm going to make it a point to work Star Trek into it somehow. All this stuff you got, this stuff. Let's take a look at Star Trek's track record here. That was hard to say. Cell phones, that was Gene Roddenberry. Tablets, that was Gene Roddenberry. Google fucking Glass, that was Gene Roddenberry. The hypo sprays that they got in hospitals now, that wasn't Gene Roddenberry. But Gene Roddenberry was, he popularized it. Ion motherfucking propulsion, Gene Roddenberry. And Gene Roddenberry was an atheist. He was a visionary, super fucking creative, and yet his art followed rules. I'm not talking about the fucking Prime Directive. I mean, there were scientific rules that Star Trek had to follow. You got to be careful here, Kazoom, okay? Because one more strike, and the boring analytical Neophobes get the chance to steal the bank.
We need the Neophobes out there, just as we need the Neophiles out there. I'm a Neophile. There's a lot of Neophobes out there. We do need people out there to say, no, that idea is shit. We need them. They're necessary.
And the survey says... Sorry, you actually said the right answer, but you said it after you said the wrong answer, and we have to take your first answer, which was that Neophiles, whatever the fuck, they're responsible for invention. And you're wrong. You said it. Let's go back, roll the tape.
We need them. They're necessary.
Necessity is the mother of invention. Fucking, light bulbs were invented because people were tired of stumbling around in the dark by, candlelight. Refrigerators were invented because, people were tired of, burying their ham in a hole in the ground. Cigarette lighters were invented because people got tired of rubbing sticks together to fucking, light their cigarettes. Actually, well, no, it was an easier and less, it produced less waste than matches, I guess. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong on that one, but I'm not, because I'm never wrong. Feel free to stay up on your high horse as long as you want, but when it comes to creativity, you don't got a monopoly on it. way, that was like super fucking jittery. That was like watching a Kaufman video. That really was. I'm usually a lot, slower and more deliberate in my pace and my cadence and everything. Yeah, that was like watching a Kaufman video. Kaufman, if you're watching this, you still owe me a rematch, fucker.